Hi, welcome back to the program. This is Mildly Familiar. My name is Gage Agnew. I still host this show, have not been fired yet. And today we are going to be getting a little more familiar with Miss Monica Franco. She is a voiceover actor, an artist, and a Newgrounds legend. Love her to death. Met her on Twitter a couple years ago, and I am mildly familiar with her. So let's get right into it. I've been watching a lot of Avatar recently. Not the blue one, but the arrow one. Jimmy rolled the intro.
You ever been to a party where everything is going swell? And you turn to somebody, say, I'm Gage, I hope you're well. And they say, we've met before. And you say,
I can't remember the last time we actually talked to each other because
quarantine.
Yeah, quarantine. And also we have like intense drama happening between us, of course.
Oh yeah, that big fist fight we got into.
That big fist fight where you took out some brass knuckles, and I'm like, whoa, I'm all for throwing punches, but brass knuckles is where I draw the line.
Well, I said all's love and love and all's fair in love and war. That's what I said.
All I love in war and love.
I love war, I said.
You smacked me across my kisser, and I'm like, I don't think I should be friends with this person.
And then I took the sand I had in my pocket for such an occasion.
Pocket sand!
I went pocket sand.
Hi! Welcome back to Mildly Familiar. I'm here with Monica Franco, who I'm mildly familiar with. And we met on Twitter a couple years ago, and now she is here on the show. Hey, Monica, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing really, really good. I just went for my daily walk. I have my Keurig coffee.
Oi, you and me both?
That's actually something I meant to ask you. What kind of coffee are you drinking?
There's this kind called Green Mountain something. And it's the best one, the light roast.
Oh, no, I have that exact same coffee that I've been having, like, in the middle of the day.
It's the shit. It's so good. Oh, God.
I like Pete's coffee probably the best. I've had this conversation before, but I love Pete's Keurig coffee.
I've never had it.
Oh, yeah. I got a whole box. I'll email you some.
Uy, gracias. Ay. Like, we had, like, that, like, starter pack where it had, like, oh, yeah, like, here's 80 different coffee flavors. And a lot of them were, like, artificially flavored.
Ugh. Yeah, wasn't there, like, a blueberry one? Like, it has blueberry flavor in it, but not really.
No, they all tasted like a Yankee Candle. I was like,
why are you drinking Yankee Candles, dude?
Listen, I wanted to try them out, and I was like, ooh, hazelnut flavor? Ooh, maybe. Like, French vanilla? And it just tasted like chapstick. And I was like, okay, well.
Do you take your coffee black?
No, let's just put some creamer and honey in it, or milk and honey.
Honey? I never heard I never heard about no honey and no coffee.
It's pretty good, I gotta say. It's not bad.
I might have to try that out, because I have a surplus of honey right now, because I was running low on honey. And I panicked and got a lot of honey, so now I have too much honey.
There you go. In your coffee, dude. It's the best.
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
By the way, this is a PSA. Starbucks coffee also tastes like chapstick. The pumpkin spice latte, I work there. I saw what that shit is made of. It's goo. It's like this brown miscellaneous goo. Actually, most things in Starbucks are made with miscellaneous goo.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that's exclusive to pumpkin spice.
No, just all of their stuff is like really like artificial and really gross. And like once I learned how to make a frappuccino, it was like 3 kinds of goo. I'm not kidding. It was 3 kinds of goo and like coffee and ice and milk. And I was like, ew.
How are we going to increase profits for this month? I know. We'll get another goo in there.
Add another goo.
Stick a goo in it.
I did not like it. Actually, no, you know what? Their coffee isn't that great. It's like it's burnt. It's like over roasted and it's sour.
That's how I feel about Dunkin's K-Cups. I think they're a little burnt themselves. But actual Dunkins, I love their coffee.
Yeah, actual Dunkin' has pretty good coffee. I think I only tried out their light roast for the K-Cup, so that it was fine because it was light roast.
I also have a surplus of Dunkin' K-Cups that I'll send to you.
Oh, I mean, if you want more Green Mountain, I've got an entire box of it. Because we were like, let's just order it in bulk.
Yeah, no, that's probably the wisest thing to do.
Yeah, it was cheap, and we're both like coffee addicts, so.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, how many cups do you have a day?
Okay, I'm trying to limit it to one. On my worst like days, it's like 3 or 4.
Okay, because typically 3 is my average.
Yeah.
Sometimes 4 if I'm feeling a little crazy, you know.
She's feeling sassy.
I'm feeling sassy.
Thing is that I was doing it with Cuban coffee, which is
Oh yeah, that's a totally different league of coffee.
yeah. Like I remember I had someone taste and they were like, "That's strong. How do you know?" I was like, So I was like, I need to stop that. Like,
Do you still
to be
have
fair.
Cuban coffee? Oh no. Guess
Yeah,
not.
I mean, I do. Every once in a while, I've got my little cafetera, my little percolator, and I got Café La Llave. This is a PSA also. Café La Llave is the shit. Stop using whatever you're using. Grab some Café La Llave. This has been a sponsored post. No, not really.
I should cook you guys up some rum cake, and we could have that with your coffee.
Oi! Shit. Have you ever had tres leche coffee?
Yes, I have.
I mean, tres leche cake. Tres leche cake.
Oh, Tres Leches cake? Yes. Yes.
Girl, I'll make you some tres leche cake. Ay,
Ooh.
con la cerecita arriba.
I'm excited. We can have like a little bake-off once
Once COVID decides to not.
once COVID commits COVID side.
COVID side. God, I hope
Bad joke. Cancel the program.
it's soon. I gotta say,
I might just bite the bullet and go to do small gatherings, you know?
yeah. I have. I'm like, you know what? I'm not sick.
Because I'm living by myself. I'm thirsting for social attention.
Human contact.
Not even human contact, just someone to talk to.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, everyone is. We're all like, it's not enough. Like Discord calls. Like
At least you have a roommate. I have no one, so I'm like yelling at my screen for the TV shows that I'm watching, being like, "Oh, don't go in there."
no, don't go in there, you stupid. No. Yeah.
My God, I think I just realized that 3 out of 4 of these interviews that I've done, they all started off with coffee, all with coffee talk. But I just
Important.
like coffee so much. Yeah,
So
it's
why?
an important part of someone's day.
It is, and for some of us, it's cultural.
If you come up to me and I haven't even had my morning coffee, don't even talk to me.
Don't talk to me, and after I'm done, don't even talk to me either, because it makes me poop. So you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, so Monica and I, little thing, we might as well get this out of the way now, that we're both from Florida and we came from California. I know that's what all the comments are going to be saying. We're both Floridians. We'll just get that out of the way right now.
I'm so sorry.
And Monica, how long have you been in California now?
It's about to be 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm like, that was a year ago, right?
Close-ish.
But damn,
6
you're
months.
doing great for 6 months. Man, I was working at a shitty internship. I occasionally wrote like honest trailer. Okay, all right. I wrote an honest trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's how I got my money when I first came out here.
Nice.
And I tried to write another one, and they're like, "No, we're going in a different direction." And I'm like, money though."
No.
So you're doing a lot better than me. You're
Still hustling.
Oh yeah, no, I'm hustling. Yeah, now
Yeah.
it only took like 4 years or something, but I think I'm at a good pace right now.
That's all that matters, man. You got there. And you know what? You're not in Florida anymore.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I was out for a walk today, and today is very, very hot for those who are not outside at the moment in this very day. And I'm like, man, it's really hot, but I can't help but think to myself, there's no humidity out here.
It's great.
So I can actually breathe.
Yeah, just going for a walk in like 80-degree weather in Florida is...
You're drowning. You're drowning while walking.
I'm like, I have an entire Solo cup's worth of sweat between my butt cheeks. So gross.
Yeah, this might be a little TMI, but I took a shower right before this, and I looked at my underwear, and it was like drenched in the crotch area, and I'm like, did I pee myself?
That was just living in Florida. You were never dry. Like you step out of the shower and you dry off, and you're wet again. You're like, what the?
2 showers a day is not uncommon in Florida.
Yeah, and well, my hair was. I mean, it's frizzy now. Because I decided to let it grow back out curly. I'm not gonna fuck with it anymore. But
okay.
the reason I straightened it in the first place was because of Florida. Like I was like, I am gonna have beautiful curls, and the moment I step outside, it was like, and I was like, okay, not doing it. I regret it because it killed my hair. But my God, was that thing huge? I was like, oh.
Maybe go for like a short haircut nowadays. Maybe you're in a new state, new you, make a new haircut, new identity.
Maybe I tried that. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And I went to the bathroom and cut my hair up to my shoulders, and it was cute. But
I guess it was cute. I
mean,
assume some people might find it slightly attractive.
No, you know what? It didn't come out bad. I learned how to cut my own hair. Don't worry. I didn't just like, but it was nice, and. The only thing was that when it curled up, it became even more round because there wasn't like any weight to it, so it just went. I was like, shit.
I'm very particular about my hair, and it's grown out longer than I would want to because of quarantine.
Oh, it's open now. Like all the barbershops here, at least here, and
oh yeah, the barbershops around here are also open, but I'm hesitant to go in just because I'm on my toes. I'm like the only one in this city that's still wearing a mask. Like 90% of people that I see on the street just aren't wearing masks.
Oh my God, I still wear my mask. I'm like, I'm not playing that game.
No, I'm not playing COVID roulette.
No, yeah, because it's like you'll have like weird cases where like a grandma who's 90, she's like, I had a cough, I'm fine, and then there was like this 24-year-old that's like, I'm dying. She died. I was like. She was 20. There was nothing wrong with her. I'm like,
wait, when did this happen?
This was like a month back. She was like 24. I think she was British.
I like how that's an important detail to you. She's British, so that might mean something.
No, it's just that's where she was from. That's probably why, like, my mom sent it to me. She's like, look, Mira, she died. Viste, that's what you have to wear your mask. Okay? It's very dangerous outside, very dangerous. And I was like, fine.
It's a good impression of your mom.
Thanks.
I've never met your mom, but I'm sure she's a lovely person.
She's cool. I don't even know why I said that in that accent, because she can't really speak English. Just a little bit. But when I guess when she tries, that's what she sounds like.
So did you grow up speaking Spanish and not English primarily?
Yeah. Spanish is my first language.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would have thought English would have been, because that's the language we're speaking now.
Yeah, weirdly enough, yeah. I mean, I had to go to like special classes for kids that didn't know how to speak English good. I don't know what I learned in that class. The only thing I remember from that class is that we made spaghetti. I was like, fuck yeah, spaghetti! Oh, no, excuse me. Back then I was like, ay, mira, spaghetti, ay! But...
Isn't that weird how we remember just the tiniest details of things, but we don't remember, like, our entire science education?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's because it's stuck out. Because, I mean, I guess they did something right because I speak English pretty okay. I'm not like the most erudite and eloquent person on the planet, but it worked.
Don't worry, I don't think a lot of people are in the United States of America, unless you're one of those aristocrats.
Like, even those people.
Our president might be a little...
I was just gonna say, I was like, our president speaks like a 7-year-old. He's like, when I want it and when I want it now.
He speaks like that. He speaks in the Queen song. He's like, I want it all.
Well, he like a giant 7-year-old. Okay, kind of off topic. Have you seen that
Sure.
picture of him getting spray tanned? I don't know if that's real or not.
No, but I believe it.
I won't send it to you because it's a fully nude photo.
Why would I want that? Why would I seek that?
I didn't see it. It was just on Twitter, and I was like, it looks like an outie belly button. What is that?
Ugh.
Whatever you're imagining, that's exactly what he looked like. It was gross.
I'm just imagining the belly button, and I don't want to imagine much more.
Oh no, his belly button was fine. That's not what looked like an outie belly button. I was talking, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll leave it at that.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send it to
No!
you. When you least expect it. It won't be now. It won't be like a week from now. Like just in a
Right.
month or
It'll
something.
be 6 months down the line. Our friendship will be ruined, and you'll just send me that. And I'm like, oh yeah, she said she would do this.
When you least expect it, we'll see.
So overall, you say you're enjoying your time here a lot more than Florida.
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, no one's tried to rob me. I haven't had to fish an alligator out of any body of water. It's nice.
Have you had to do that before? On
Yes.
several occasions?
Have you? I mean, you've been to South Florida. They're everywhere. They're on the street. They'll like cross the street. There's like a trail. There's like a nature trail that we used to like going on, and it was literally like hopping over them because they would just like lay across the trail, and you're like, move. You'd like nudge them. Nothing. I was like, oh.
I'm more from northern Florida, but yeah, we
Oh,
had
dude.
a Bud Puckers, if you know, if you have one of those, where they just have alligators on display, and you're
Oh.
like, do something, and they don't.
Oh, on display. Go to South Florida if you want to see them on display. They're just anywhere and everywhere.
I don't miss it. I don't miss it.
No. There a couple months back, there was just like a kangaroo in the middle of the road down by Homestead. I was like this is like really like South Florida. I don't know whose kangaroo or why it was there, but it was just there, just in the road.
Apparently, they're a huge problem in Australia. 'Cause,
Are they?
Yeah, and people are like encouraging hunters to hunt them out and eat their meat.
No. Like camels?
No, like you eat like a cow's meat, something like that. Not like you eat it from the bone.
Oh no. I mean, I know camels are also like a huge problem in Australia because they're not native. Like they were brought over and they're like destroying everything. But kangaroos, I like them. They're cute and sometimes they bite men. It's funny.
And they bite men?
You seen that guy that got into a fight with a kangaroo because it was like choking his dog out?
No, I haven't, but
That's like a
apparently he got
classic.
bit. He got bit.
You bit? Huh? You bit?
The guy goes up to the kangaroo and the kangaroo's ready to square up. Like it was like buff and it was like looking at him like all, and the guy just like bopped it in the face and like took his dog and ran away.
Oh my god.
He punched it.
Well, I guess that's what they do in Australia. I can't imagine they do much else besides opera.
It's the Florida of the Southern Hemisphere.
I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions about Australia, even though I just did. But
It's dangerous there.
calling something the Florida of anything is a pretty big insult to me.
I mean, just as far as like the dangerous animals go.
Okay, all right.
Just all the weird shit happens. Snakes coming out of toilets and shit. That's on. I was like, oh, it's very Florida.
But why did you move out here to California? What was your intention moving out here to California besides leaving Florida, if you know what I mean?
Okay, well that was a pretty big one, but work was not plentiful in Miami. Like for voiceover, like not. There used to be like a big like a theater scene and an opera scene for a while, but I guess like funding for that like went out the window. It started to get real bad, and I was like, oh, I'll try voiceover. And like everything was out here. It was just everything was out here, and I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Right, and you got familiar with voiceover primarily through Newgrounds, correct?
Right. So Newgrounds and like the Behemoth and all that. So yeah.
I didn't know you did Behemoth.
Yeah. I did Pit People.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, I never like advertised it because I was like, oh, I'll just do it and it'll be fun and that's it. I started doing like IVRs, you know, whenever you call anyone, like anywhere, and they're like, hi, please press 1 for whatever, like that.
That's you?
Just a lot of like random shit like that. And then afterwards, I started getting into like the Newgrounds thing, and I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked it because I
Feels right.
yeah, and I've been on Newgrounds since I was a wee bab, so I was like, what?
Yeah, that's really, really cool. And how's work been going out here for you?
Good. It's weird. The moment you're here, people are like, oh yeah, you know, I saw her last week. Like, maybe she'll want to audition for this. Like, the closer you are, people just seem to like remember you, or they'll remember that they saw you. Like, proximity really helps, weirdly enough.
I agree. I don't do anything out here, and people still know me, just because I'm just kind of here.
You do things. Shut up, Gage.
Oh, sorry. I meant I do everything underneath the sun.
That's what I thought you said. Don't make me bring out the brass knuckles again. ¿Qué? Me fajo contigo.
You know I don't speak Spanish. You know that hurts my feelings when you speak a language I don't know in front of me.
That's you know what? I've gotten that comment for real.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from people at work when I used to work at that nail salon.
Oh, yeah, the one where they pulled the gun at you?
Twice? Yeah.
Oh, twice, yeah.
But like the ladies that would go there, I'd be talking to the other techs who don't speak English. They'll be like, what are you saying? You could be talking shit about me. I was yeah.
You're actually having a conversation. You're not. I can kind of understand the situation that I presented, where someone would be annoyed if you're just kind of talking Spanish on the side just to yourself. I kind of understand that because people are like out of the loop. But if you're talking to other people, you're talking to other people, like, and they don't speak English. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing, but I was never aware that was rude until that moment. I was like, that's rude?
I don't think that's rude. I think you're just talking to other people.
Well, apparently it is. Like, other people, like, other ladies were like, yeah, that's considered rude here. And I was like, what?
Maybe when they mean here, they mean in their proximity.
I thought they meant, like, in the U.S., like, yeah, like, we you know, that's not a nice thing to do. I was like, I did not know that.
I still don't know that. I'm still not 100% sure that that's a thing.
Maybe it is. A lot of them were like, yeah, that's kind of rude. I was like, whoa, I didn't know. They're like, it's okay, you didn't know, you're fine. It's your culture. I was like, sure, I guess, but what?
Yeah, that is a very what moment. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that.
I don't know. It was Americanas? I don't want to say they were Karens, but I don't know they were Karens.
We can drop the K here. We can drop a hard K.
We can drop the K word?
Yeah.
Look, it's not my culture. It's not my place to say. It's not my word.
I'm just thinking of those Karen haircuts that has like Karen etched into their haircut, being like, "We're proud to be Karens, damn it. We're just as oppressed as everyone else." And I'm like, "No, you aren't."
I don't know, but
no, you aren't.
If anyone's had it easy, it's that population.
By the way, if you're Karen and you're watching this, I'm my own manager, so you have to speak to me.
Have you seen the video of the guy filming the lady who came in that cut a hole in her mask?
No. What is this?
It's a TikTok, but it like went viral, and like this lady's like coming into this guy's store, and he's filming her. She's got a mask on with a giant hole for her nose and mouth, and he was like, what's that about? She's like, oh, so I could breathe easy. I was like, so she comes back. There's a part 2. She comes back and he's like, oh, you're wearing a complete mask. You didn't cut a hole in it this time. She's like, no, I didn't. She holds up her phone and it's his video of her. Like, you need to take this down. It's like, I want to speak to your manager. He's like, okay, hold on. Let me get him. Okay, manager here. What can I do for you? She's like, you're the manager? He was like, yeah. It's like, I need to speak to the supervisor. I need to speak to corporate. And he's like, okay, hold on a second. Corporate here. How can I help you? She was like...
Those are my
so
favorite
good.
moments. That's what makes life worth living, quite frankly. Just those little moments where you're like, actually, I'm right.
Yeah.
And you're in the wrong.
They made a part 3 where her boyfriend showed up and he was like, you need to take this down or we're going to go outside of the parking lot and scuffle. And he was like, you want to go outside? Okay. And the video ends and I was like, Is there a part 4? What?
The part 4, he's just visiting their graves.
I don't know.
R.I.P. Miss and Mr. Karen.
R.I.P. Mr. and Mrs. Karen.
Yeah, that might as well be their names.
That's cute.
But yeah, since you've been out here, you've also done some video editing. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
It fascinates me. I'm like, when you wanted to go into this kind of business, you're like, hey, I'm going to start video editing. I'm like, great, what do you know? And you're like, I don't know.
Nothing. Yeah.
And 6 months later, you're doing great.
Oh, thanks, God. I'm still like, I hope this is good. But yeah, I learned it in like 8 hours.
Damn, like,
which was not a lot. Oh, I didn't learn much. I mean, I learned, but I was like, God, this might not be enough.
well, if you do it like every day, you're eventually gonna catch on and get better. Like the first time I touched Premiere Pro was when I was 13 years old, and I think I'm just as good as an editor as you.
No.
We've probably been on the same amount of times because you're on it every day, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm not editing every day. I'm doing other things like watching TV or playing video games.
Being smart, having fun. No, actually, no. You know what? I gotta say, like, it's the funnest job I've ever had, ever. Because everyone's like, oh no, you have to edit, you have to like be inside. I'm like, I'm listening to funny jokes and going for like 8 hours a day. Like, I like it a lot. Like, I fucking love it. So
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, subscribe to Oni Plays if you haven't. Support Monica so she can get more AC.
Yeah, support Oni Plays. Chris is a very nice person, and all the lads on that show are real nice people, real funny boys. If you like to laugh, if that's something you enjoy laughter, subscribe.
So how do you think you've evolved from the first time you started editing to editing right now? Do you use different techniques, or do you use different time management skills? Because that's my weak point. Is I either stay on Premiere Pro for 30 minutes, or I just stay on there for 8 hours. There's almost no in between for me.
I get really distracted with what's like happening, so I'll end up staying there the whole day. I'll be like, oh, let's see where do they go next. So I'll be there the whole 8 hours, and I'll be like, oh, I have a funny edit idea. I'll just put it in now. Like, we'll usually like submit a rough, and they'll be like, like maybe like tweak this or maybe add that, and then we'll put in the funny edits like before it goes up. But for whatever reason, I get so distracted. I'm like, wouldn't it be such a great idea if I put this in here? So it probably takes me longer to submit a rough because of that. Whoops. But I just get distracted. I'm like, this would be so funny.
Well, I think that's a great instinct to have as an editor.
Yeah, because I'll forget about it. If I submit like a rough, I'll be like, what did I want to do here?
Yeah, I do the same thing as you do. I just kind of watch the video, and then I'm like, oh, this part would be really funny if I zoomed in a little bit. Oh, this
Yeah.
part would be really funny if I twisted the camera. And then by the time I'm finished watching the whole thing, I have an almost complete edit.
Yeah, that's the way I like to do it. Because then, like, it'll be reviewed the day before it goes up. So you have, like, that day to make edits, and then you submit it in the morning. But it's kind of nice, because by the time they review it, there's, like, not much to do. So you're like, I did it. I'm done. I want to go eat pizza on the couch.
Oh, God, pizza sounds... That sounds so good right now.
Oh, man. I've been eating so much junk food. God.
I've been actually doing intermittent fasting once again. We've talked about this before.
Oh.
Just off camera, but I recently picked it up again, and I think I'm looking a little better now. I think I've lost about 10 pounds.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can see it in your face for sure.
Yeah, it's a little slimmer.
Yeah, dude. Good job. I'm proud of you. I've done the opposite. I've gained 10 pounds since I've been here.
That's okay. Like, who are you trying to impress? You don't need to impress anyone. You're an independent woman who needs no man.
That's true. I mean, I do go for, like, walks daily, so...
I do, too. This is actually pretty silly, but I do walks so I can accomplish all my Pokemon Go
Me
features.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch, add me on Pokemon Go.
Why are we not friends on Pokemon Go?
I don't know, but that's literally, I go on walks and that's what I do. I'm like, I am going to catch a Pokemon.
Yeah, it gives me like a little goal to do for the day. Like, walk 6 kilometers. I'm like, okay, great. That's a little over 3 miles. That's a wonderful exercise.
Yeah, did you do all the different regions, like all those challenges?
I did do all the region challenges.
Me too, yeah. Did you finish them all?
I did.
Hell yeah, me too. Like every time there'd be a new one, I'd be like, I'm just gonna do this in one day.
Yeah.
I just went out for walks and just did it in a day.
Yeah, but some of them were like really hard. Like, catch a fighting type, and there's only one fighting type Pokemon that only pops up once in a blue moon.
That's why you get an incense. And you walk around with an incense.
You're so clever. You're so clever.
Downtown Burbank is like a Pokemon mag. Like, you can't even like see the map. It's just filled with them. So I was like, what if I put an incense and then walk through downtown Burbank?
I know we're half joking, but I'm going to add you right now.
Actually, I wasn't kidding.
Stop the interview right now. We're doing Pokemon shit.
We're doing Pokemon shit, okay?
Sent it to you. Yeah.
Yes, one person sent yes, accept.
Yeah!
Here, I'm gonna send you a gift.
I'm so excited. We can do like raids together and stuff.
There you go.
Yeah. Fuck. Now that totally sidetracked me from the whole interview.
We're beginning the interview again.
We're starting over. Like, we got too sidetracked with Pokemon shit.
Oops.
So for voice acting, what's your ideal role? Because you're a voice actress as well as an editor and an artist.
Ideal role.
Yeah, if Mr. Hollywood came up to you and said, hey, you can have any role you want in this industry. He puts down his cigar so you know he's serious.
Oh.
And he goes, any role in this industry, you just name it, baby.
That's a tough one.
Well, what's your favorite show?
Oh, God, what is my favorite show? Shite. What have I been watching a lot of? I've been watching a lot of Rick and Morty.
Have you seen his new show, Solar Opposites?
No. Is it good?
I think I like it more than Rick and Morty.
Really? Oh, God, I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's only 8 episodes and it's on Hulu.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm going to watch that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm like the TV gift giver.
Dang. Well, I guess I've been watching so much of that, so something goofy like that would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I don't get a lot of goofy roles. I guess the way I sound, they're like, yeah, well, yeah, you could be a mom. You could be a little boy.
Well, you kind of make it your own when you do goofy roles. Like, I don't know if you want me to mention this, but the JonTron Wisconsin Bomb.
Both teams return to the stage to present their games to the expert panel of judges. Please welcome Stay-at-Home Wisconsin Mom.
My son played the Grand Theft Auto one time. Next thing you know, he's strangling cats before he moved on to people.
You really made that your own.
Oh, thanks. I had like an hour to learn how to do that accent. I still can't do that accent, but I was like, okay, here goes. But it was fun. I've never like done anything like that. It was like a whole set. I was like, oh, there's like a whole set. They had like just like professional lighting. I was like, they have lighting, yo. Oh my God. They had a makeup lady. Shout out to Maria. Hey. But I was like, oh my God. It was intense, but it was fun. I liked it.
Would you do more live action acting?
Yeah. I'd be down to do that. I mean, I hate the way I look, but you know what? Fuck it. It was fun. I'd do it.
Here's my dirty little secret. I hate the way I look and sound. However, I still do podcasts and videos just to try to beat that kind of self-image of myself into the ground.
I mean, you enjoy it and you get something, and also, fuck you. You sound fine. You look fine. Don't make me come over there and beat you up. I will. Tengo la chancla. Where's my chancla, bro? I will come here to where I know where you live.
We've never been sit at my house at the same time, which is weird.
That's funny. It's even funnier. Wait till you find out what I did.
Oh, no. Do I still have no idea, even though it was like 18 months ago?
I'm kidding. I didn't do anything.
That I know of. Now I don't trust you.
Oh, man. Maybe I should. Maybe I just taped a bunch of like little tiny Donald Trump pictures.
You put a bunch of potatoes in my apartment, and I've just been finding potatoes.
I took a little bit of shit and I just started like smearing shit in inconspicuous places. So you're like, what is that smell? But you'll never find it because it's just a little bit everywhere.
It's just a little
And
bit.
also, all of your paintings are slightly askew. Because fuck you.
That's what I thought. I knew it. I knew it. There was something wrong with my paintings. And now I know.
You can't put your finger on what it is. Everything just looks slightly off. That's because I went... just put everything slightly ajar.
Dude, that would drive me insane. 100%. Like, if you destroyed one of my paintings or something, I would be like, yeah, whatever, that's fine.
I wouldn't. I would never.
Yeah, if you took like a baseball bat to all my posters, I'd be like, that's
No.
fine. But if you slightly skewed something, and that would drive me insane. I'm like, there's something wrong with it, but I don't know what.
It's a terrible thing to do. I wouldn't.
It is a horrible thing to do. I would rather you just smash the posters.
No, I wouldn't. Gage is my friend. I would not do to my friend.
Aw, I consider you a friend too, Monica.
Ay, que sweet. Ay, Dios mío.
Even though we are on a show called Mildly Familiar, I don't know Monica. I don't know her that much.
We've never met. Just that one time we had a fight.
You know, you meet a lot of people at those parties, and sometimes the brass knuckles come out.
So it's kind of funny. Have brass knuckles.
That's a funny joke. Put
Yeah.
that in the joke book, please. Brass knuckles. That's a good joke.
It is. Look, don't knock it till you try it.
No, I don't think I've ever worn a pair of brass knuckles before.
Really?
What? Why is that so weird to you? What? Like, you've never had brass knuckles on before? No, I haven't needed to beat anyone before.
They're kind of a look.
I had no need for violence in my life.
You know, sometimes it's funny.
Okay. If you think violence is funny, Monica,
Yeah.
if you wanna glorify, if you wanna put that up on a pedestal, you do that. But this is a no violent show.
Violence is funny.
I'm gonna cut that part out, and you'll be silenced from the internet forever.
No.
Okay, just kidding. I'm not gonna cut it out. Just kidding. Just kidding.
The world needs to know that violence is funny.
Oh yeah, that was actually another one of my questions. Speaking of violence in media, what sort of media have you been watching a lot recently besides Rick and Morty?
I mean, I've just been taking in everything that's been going on Reddit and Twitter, you name it.
That's not good.
No, it is good. I mean, it's probably not good for my state of mind, but you know what? Fuck it.
Fun times. So Reddit and Twitter sound really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the last question I wanted to ask you is, what are some of your plans for the future? Being a voice actor, artist, and just generally on fire.
Ay, que nice. Stop it.
Oh, you know it. Don't play coy.
Shut up.
You're really cool, and everyone
Oh.
loves you.
I don't know about that, but you're very nice.
Okay, maybe not everyone loves you, but you know, I like you, and that's important.
Ay, que sweet. Ay, you're such a good friend. I like you too, bitch. Ay. My heart. I think as far as like future plans go is maybe become SAG.
Ooh.
Maybe, you know, for anyone that doesn't know, it's an actors union. Maybe get an agent for once, you know, so I don't have to like hunt for things. They just do it for me. That would be great. And it would mean more opportunities for like different kinds of projects. So that would be nice.
It's funny because when I see you nowadays, I see you as an editor, really.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, Monica's just chugging away at editing. But it's nice to know that you're still voice acting a lot.
Oh, I am.
Every now and then a project pops up, like Flash Gets did the Simp cartoon, and they're like, Monica played Lisa Simpson. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool.
What's wrong with that? The more we can grow as a culture to accept these platforms that allow women to cut out the middleman, the better they'll be able to live and contribute to society.
Yeah, watch Flash Gets.
Yeah, what? Subscribe to Flash Gets. They're funny boys.
And they're very efficient, too.
Yeah, they work fast.
They're like, yeah, we put out a 2-minute cartoon today. And I'm like, it's only been like a month.
I don't know how they do. I don't know how they do it.
They must be using some witchcraft.
Maybe.
They probably have their horoscopes aligned.
I don't know what Tom brought over from the UK or like was their kind. I don't say que brujeria that they've been. I don't know, but I've done a couple things for them. There's things that I'm working on that are NDA. I'm sorry.
Classic LA scum.
I'm sorry, they've made me promise. I could say it's a game.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. No, you don't have to say anything on here you don't want to, of course. But that's good that you're working on a game.
Yeah, so I'm still doing the voice acting thing. It's just everything's NDA.
God, I'm proud of you, Monica. You're like, you haven't even been here a year, and you're just fucking killing it.
Oh, I don't know about that, but thank you. Thanks.
If you can pay rent and you don't have a crazy roommate, I consider that a success.
You know what? Yeah, I've seen people like with shitty roommates and bad situations where they can't pay rent. So hashtag blessed.
Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again.
Yeah. So do you like living by yourself? Like, is that better? You could just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna be in underpants today.
Yeah, that does have its kind of pros and cons. I think I'm still pro living by myself because I just turn up the TV. I cook whatever I want. Yeah, stay up as late as I want. I don't have to worry about other people.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
That's great. And the only downside of it is that we're quarantined right now. And so I don't have anyone to talk to. Really.
Right. Yes, you do go stir crazy like when you don't have the option to go out.
Because usually living by myself kind of forced me to be more of an extrovert. I had to go out and I had to have friends. No roommate was going to be like, hey, we're doing this. You want to come with us? I just had to go. Actually, that probably started with my last roommate because I had a crazy ass roommate. And like I didn't want to be home, so I just had to keep planning stuff. I'm like, hey, who's going out tonight? We're going to have a good time. I need to talk to someone who's not my roommate.
Oh God. Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's over now.
Yeah, I'm glad you're out of that. That's stressful. It's like home is like the place where you can relax and forget about everything, and you can't.
Those last few months when I was living with my roommates, I was legitimately scared she was going to do something.
Really?
Yeah. Because like, I couldn't even have a conversation with her, Monica. I was just like talking to her about like stuff, and I was just trying to keep it light. Like, oh, you're going to Griffith Park. I'm trying to lose weight myself. Blah 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 blah. And she like screamed at me. She's like, "Why are you on my case?"
What?
And she like slammed the door on me, and I'm like, the fuck is her problem?
Que loca. What the? Oh, I'm glad you're out of that. That's fucking weird.
And when I left, she's like, oh, you can't leave. You have to pay rent. I'm like, oh, nope, I paid rent for the next month. I'm just leaving tomorrow. Don't bother me.
Yeah,
and so I secretly packed up all my stuff and left.
Smart. And you weren't like on the lease or anything? Like,
yeah, no, I was talking to the landlord that whole time. Where I was like, listen, here's the situation. I need to not be here.
Yeah, smart.
And they were understanding. And they're like, oh, we have something open up across the street. I'm like, no, I'm moving.
Yeah, no. Because you don't want to be anywhere where someone like that could find you. Like, you don't. No.
No. Yeah, I left something there when I moved out, and I'm like, hey, could I come by and get that? And she was making a big deal out of it, and I was like, okay, forget it.
Keep it.
She's like, hey, can I come to your house and drop this off? I'm like, no.
No? Not telling you where I live? No?
No.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
I'm better now, and I value living alone now.
Thank God. No, living alone sometimes is like the best way to do it.
I think we all learned a valuable lesson here today, which is...
Live alone, kids.
Live alone and don't interact with effing crazy people.
Yeah, No, and they're out there, man. More than I'd like to admit.
More than you know.
Yeah.
It could be you if you don't know anyone.
If you don't, yeah.
Oops, it's me.
It might be me.
I guess you'll never know. Well, Monica, thank you so much for coming on. I had like a really fun time chatting with you and stuff.
Thanks for having me on. It was a real good time. We should actually do this IRL. Maybe over a pint.
Ooh, yes, over a pint of coffee.
Yeah, a pint of coffee. That's what I
like
meant.
How decisive. You're like, yeah, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. Coffee liqueur, sure. A pint of coffee straight up liqueur. Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Well, Monica, thank you for coming on. Is there anything you want to plug while you're here?
Follow Newgrounds. Go make an account at Newgrounds. Follow them. Go follow the Behemoth. Go follow Oni Plays. And if you want to, maybe you could follow me at L0L. It's Monica on Twitter and or Instagram.
Yeah, Monica's really cool. She posts really funny stuff about farts and stuff. I enjoy reading her account.
Oh, thank you. And don't forget, follow Hazbin Hotel on Twitter.
Oh, we didn't even mention Hazbin Hotel.
That's okay, because they're going to follow Hazbin Hotel and at VivzyPop, because it's important that you do. Your life will be better for it. You're welcome.
Viv is very nice, and Monica voices Vaggie, I believe her name is.
Yeah. It's a good thing. If you haven't seen it, maybe you should.
I'll put a link in the description down below.
Oh, thank you.
Well, this has been Mildly Familiar with Monica, and now I'm a little more familiar with Monica Franco.
Yeah. Thank you, Gage.
Thank you, Monica.
Thank you.
You're so good. I appreciate your time.
Oh my god, I appreciate your time. Oh my god, bitch.
Oh my god.